Hi, my dear students. In this slide, we will discuss about one of the important life process in human beings, that is respiration. As you know, the process of acquiring oxygen through breathing and make it available to cells for the process of breaking down of organic substances into simple compounds. This process is applicable to respiration, or you may call simply process of exchange of oxygen from the atmosphere with carbon dioxide produced by the cells. Once you place your hands on your chest, you can feel the chest moving up and down. You know that it is due to breathing. Then, how to understand breathing? Mechanisms of breathing vary among different groups of animals, depending mainly on their habitats and levels of organization. The process in which air moves in and out of the lungs is known as breathing. This is carried out through various respiratory organs. In other words, breathing is a simple give and take process. This is a continuous process and goes on throughout the life of an organism. The process of taking in oxygen rich air is called inhalation. On the contrary, the process of giving out air that is rich in carbon dioxide is known as exhalation. In a day, a person breathes several times. One breath comprises one inhalation and one exhalation. In a minute, the number of times a person breathes is termed as his or her breathing rate. By calculating the breathing rate, we can know the number of times we breathed in a day. However, the breathing rate varies, which is dependent upon a person's activity. It rises when a person is brisk walking, running, or after a heavy exercise. Similarly, decreases when a person is calm. The breathing rate of an adult is 15 to 18 times per minute. However, during heavy exercise, breathing rate exceeds 25 times per minute. Our lungs are a pair of organs in our chest. They have a spongy texture and are pinkish green color. When we inhale or breathe in, air enters your lungs and oxygen from the air moves from our lungs to our blood. At the same time, carbon dioxide, a waste gas, moves from our blood to the lungs and is exhaled. This process is called gas exchange and is essential to life. So, when you are understanding respiration, it involves one of the following sets of processes like inspiration, exchange of gases, and respiration. So, please understand the same thing. Respiration involves mainly these processes: inspiration, exchange of gases, and expiration. In addition to the lungs, our respiratory system includes the trachea, means a windpipe, muscles of the chest wall and diaphragm, blood vessels and tissues that make breathing and gas exchange possible. Our brain controls our breathing rate, especially respiratory mechanism is controlled by central nervous system by sensing our body's need for oxygen and its need to get rid of carbon dioxide. As you know, human respiratory system contains nostrils, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, and bronchioles, and finally alveoli. So when you come to understand the process of respiration is concerned with the liberation of energy. Mitochondria are the sites of aerobic respiration. They produce cellular energy in the form of ATP. Hence, they are called powerhouses of the cell. During aerobic respiration, means respiration happens in the presence of oxygen. Pyruvic acid is converted into carbon dioxide. Energy is released and water molecules also formed at the end of this process. In this picture, you can understand about the breathing mechanism of lungs, which is controlled by the diaphragm and the intercostalis muscles. Diaphragm is a membrane which separates the thoracic chamber from the abdominal cavity. When the diaphragm moves down, the lungs expand and air is inhaled. When the diaphragm moves up, the lungs contract and air is exhaled. By using this picture, you can understand inspiration can occur if the pressure within the lungs is less than the atmospheric pressure. That is, there is a negative pressure in the lungs with respect to atmospheric pressure. Similarly, expiration takes place when the intrapulmonary pressure is higher than the atmospheric pressure. Inspiration is initiated by the contraction of a diaphragm, which increases the volume of thoracic chamber in the antero-posterior axis. The contraction of external intercostal muscles lifts up the ribs and the sternum, causing an increase in the volume of the thoracic chamber in the dorsoventral axis. The overall increase in the thoracic volume causes a similar increase in pulmonary volume. An increase in pulmonary volume decreases the intrapulmonary pressure to less than the atmospheric pressure, which forces the air from outside to move into the lungs. That is inspiration. Relaxation of the diaphragm and the intercostal muscles returns the diaphragm and sternum to their normal positions and reduce the thoracic volume and thereby the pulmonary volume. This leads to an increase in intrapulmonary pressure to slightly above the atmospheric pressure, causing the expulsion of the air from the lungs, that is, the expiration. Likewise, we have the ability to increase the strength of the inspiration and expiration with the help of additional muscles in the abdomen. On an average, a healthy human breathes 12 to 16 times per minute. The volume of air involved in breathing movements can be estimated by using a spirometer, which helps in clinical assessment of pulmonary functions. As you know, human respiratory system mainly contains trachea, which is composed of rings of cartilage. Cartilaginous rings prevent the collapse of the trachea in the absence of air. Then we can see bronchi, a pair of tube-like structures comes out of the trachea with one bronchus going to each lung. Bronchioles are nothing but a bronchus divided into branches and sub-branches inside the lung. Alveoli. These are air sacs at the end of bronchioles. Alveolus is composed of a very thin membrane and is the place where blood capillaries open. This is alveolus where oxygen mixes with the blood and carbon dioxide exists from the blood. The exchange of gases in alveoli takes place due to pressure differential. The exchange of gases takes place between the blood of the capillaries that surround the alveoli and the gases present in the alveoli. Thus, alveoli are the site for exchange of gases. The lungs get filled up with air during the process of inhalation as ribs are lifted up and diaphragm is flattened. The air that is rushed inside the lungs fills the numerous alveoli present in the lungs. Each lung contains 300 to 350 million alveoli. These numerous alveoli increase the surface area for exchange, means gases exchange, making the process of respiration more efficient. Alveoli are the primary sites of exchange of gases. Exchange of gases also occur between blood and tissues. Oxygen and carbon dioxide are exchanged in these sites by simple diffusion, mainly based on pressure concentration gradient. Solubility of the gases as well as the thickness of the membranes involved in a diffusion are also some important factors that can affect the rate of diffusion. Thank you.